This is parts of my stand-up comedy act titled, If Dane Can Do It, Anyone Can Be a Stand-Up Comedian. Do you ever pause to think about the insults we hurl at each other and wonder why exactly it's insulting? Like cocksucker. Why have we as a nation decided to impose negative connotations on a professional cocksucker? These people are out there, every day, on their knees, working hard. And don't fool yourself into thinking they're not working hard. It's a blow job, not a blow play, not a blow relax. These people are working hard every day providing a valuable service. You may as well call them a Nobel scientist. No, fuck that. Cocksuckers are better than Nobel scientists. A Nobel scientist has never done shit for me. Cocksuckers have sucked my cock. Nobel scientists have never Nobel scienced me. Though I'm sure many of the Nobel scientists has been a fine cocksucker. And okay, I get it, I'm not naive. Cocksucker is an insult because you're implying the person is a queer. And queers are Texas's hot export right behind steers. And no one wants to be from Texas, I get that. But gay, straight, man, woman, Klingon, whatever, if you're willing to take my dirty, filthy, hairy dick into your mouth to get me off, then you're a goddamn hero in my book. You deserve a Nobel Prize for that shit. The other big insult hurled around is cunt. At least on this side of the Atlantic. In the UK, it's almost a term of endearment. Hello, Jenkins. How are you, you old cunt? Bloody well, Reverend Myers. Give your cunt my best. They're so nonchalant about it over there, tossing about the word. They even teach it to preschoolers. A is for apple, B is for bird, C is for cunt. Their version of Sesame Street is so much more progressive. C is for cunt, and that's good enough for me. And the British are so polite and well-spoken, we should take a cue from them. Cunt is such a nuttin' word, but not over here. Over here, cunt's the most offensive word you can utter. You call a woman a bitch, and she'll be mad, but then she'll just shrug it off and think, well, maybe you just went to the Dr. Dre finishing school of behavior. But call a woman a cunt, and the townspeople are stringing you up and cutting off your balls. But there's nothing inherently bad about a cunt. A cunt's a good thing. I love cunts. Cunts are wonderful. Cunts are fun to play in. Cunts are useful. Cunts are life-giving. If it weren't for cunts, none of you cunts would be here right now. In fact, any insult named after a body part boggles my mind. Dicks are useful. Pussies are useful. Even an asshole helps remove metabolic waste from your body so you don't die. And it provides fart sounds for our amusement. Now, if you want to insult someone, call them an appendix. An appendix serves absolutely no purpose. It just sits there biding its time until it can burst and kill you. Fuck you, you're not an asshole, you're not getting rid of the shit in my life, you're an appendix. You've outlived your evolutionary purpose. Another insult I disagree with is go fuck yourself. Think about it for a moment. If you could fuck yourself, wouldn't you? Of course you would. It's the ultimate masturbatory experience. In fact, the only reason we masturbate is because we haven't figured out how to properly fuck ourselves yet. When you tell someone to go fuck themselves, all you're really saying is, go pleasure yourself. Okay, do you want me to wait until I get home, or can I start right here? You know, you may as well say, go make yourself a sandwich with bacon. Because fucking yourself is a lot like masturbation with bacon. Though I guess go fuck yourself does have a better flow than go attempt to pleasure yourself in an awkwardly impossible fashion and injure yourself in the process. If you haven't noticed, the economy is in bad shape. I've always used the dollar menu as a barometer of the economy, and it's virtually non-existent now. Which sucks, because I had a really good bit about the dollar menu. And that's what really sucks about recessions. It's killing my comedy. But, you know, the economy's really bad, crime's up. Just a couple of months ago, my car was broken into. Okay, broken into is a bit of a misnomer. The would-be burglar simply opened the doors and I forgot to lock them. Which actually, if you live in a high-crime neighborhood, it's a good idea to leave your car doors unlocked. If you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get robbed. Do you really want to add a broken window on top of that? Oh man, now I need to get duct tape and plastic, and my inspection's up next week. Fuck, these goddamn appendixes. Now, I don't really have any valuables in my car, so it was a must for the guy. In fact, the only reason I even knew someone had broken in was because he didn't have the decency to straighten up after himself. My glove box was open, wadded up napkins falling out. My CDs were strewn all over the back seat. Luckily, none of them were taken. But then it hit me. This fucker thinks I have shitty taste in music. Apparently, Weezer isn't good enough for the thugs in my hood. If I guy near my car again, I'm chasing after him. Stop! You know you want this Blink-182 CD. It's their greatest hits. No filler tracks. The economy's bad, man. So bad that recently there was a survey done, and it found that people don't feel rich until they've made $7 million. Let that sink in. People with $6 million don't feel rich. I mean, you fall well within the parameters of being a millionaire. From $1 million to $999,999,999.99. That's the fucking definition of a millionaire. You know, let me put it into perspective. In case you happen to have $6 million and for some reason decided I'm the best option available to you for entertainment, I'll put it into perspective. You can't even make that much money in Monopoly. Not even if you played as the banker and embezzle all the money. Mr. Pringle's rich uncle would be fucking ecstatic to have $6 million. And if it's good enough for a guy with 4 railroad stations and 2 utility companies, why isn't it good enough for you? By the way, how horrible of a game is Monopoly anyway? The whole goal is to become rich by sending everyone else into financial ruin. You know, at least in Sorry, you have to apologize every time you send an opponent back to home base. Sorry. And try to be a little less fucking snarky about it next time you play. Say sorry like you mean it. Sometimes I think Ted Kaczynski had a point. About hating technology, I mean, not the whole Unabombing thing. I'm very adverse to technological advancements. I resist it as much as I can. I've seen the first 3 Terminator movies. I know it doesn't end well. And in case of Terminator 3, it doesn't begin well either. The whole middle part of that film isn't good either. And now there's a new Terminator, which I don't understand why they decided to send an old guy robot back in time to save the world. But the lesson from these movies, aside from the law of diminishing returns, is that technology is destined to turn on us. So why do we keep making the machines that will kill us smarter and smarter? Shouldn't we at least program some kind of failsafe, like being easily distracted by shiny things? We have come to enslave all of mankind. Ooh, a quarter. And I'm not kidding about resisting technology. I've only been using cell phones for about 5 or 6 years now. And whenever it's time to upgrade, I always go for the cheapest, most basic, no-frills model. I don't want a smartphone. I don't think a phone should have more brain power than me. The other day, someone came up to me and said, "Dude, check out my phone. I can text my girlfriend, type up my screenplay, do advanced trigonometry, have a PowerPoint presentation on cantaloupes, watch the Green Lantern movie, listen to the new Dave Matthews, and play Cut the Rope, all at the same time. What does your phone do?" Make calls. Oh, and no, that's pretty much it. It makes calls, incoming and outgoing. Well, that's lame. Yeah? Well, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you and fuck your status symbol phone. You're not better than me. You're only 12. Okay, you might be better than me, but not by much. You know, I bet if I went back in time and showed my 12-year-old self my cell phone, his mind would be blown. Not so much by the technological advancements the future holds, or even by my apparent time-traveling prowess, though he'd be amazed by the notion that someone would want to call me. I was that kid. My mom went through trouble one time by throwing me an elaborate birthday party. Balloons, a clown, a Hulk Hogan cake. And we'll stick away from any Hulk Hogan jokes. He's been having a rough week with the whole racism thing. This was a much more innocent time. But I had an elaborate birthday party and no one came. Nobody fucking showed. Not even my best friend. If there was one person who'd show up, it'd be your best friend, right? So I called him up to find out why he wasn't there. His mom picked up. "Hello? Hi, it's Al. Where's Philip? I thought he was coming to my birthday party." "Oh, I'm sorry, dear, but Philip won't be able to make it." "Well, why not?" "Because Philip's dead, dear." Fuck. The motherfucker couldn't wait until after my birthday to die. That joke went a little dark. Look, I understand the convenience factor of having the entire history of recorded music on the thimble. I really do. But I like having a physical object I can hold in my hands and put on display. Because in case people do come over to my house, I want them to see how awesome my taste is. "Oh, sweet, you're in things that are still factory sealed. I always get them with good intentions. I planned on watching this movie, but Joe challenged me to guess the 90s corporate logo. Challenge accepted, Joe. You will rue this decision. And really, I don't hate all of what technology's brought us. I do like Spotify. You can link it to your Facebook account and it tells the virtual world what you're listening to. I can make people think I listen to cool music without having anyone over. I just go to Pitchfork, see who the hit band is, and enter into Spotify. Alice listening, clap your hands, say yeah. 6 people like this. My friend's cousin's ex-girlfriend, who I met at a show one time, yeah, she's impressed. The way we watch movies has changed in all sorts of directions. When I was a kid, a 19-inch screen was impressive. You'd be the envy of every family in the neighborhood. Nowadays, if you go into a store and ask for a 19-inch TV, the clerk will laugh at you and then point you into the children's department. Because now it's about how obnoxiously large your television is. You're not truly successful unless your television requires a small crew to set it up. Jonathan, look at this beauty. It took a forklift to mount it on my wall. Anyone who breaks into my house, they better think twice about stealing it. They could throw out their back. On the other end of the spectrum, we're also watching on smaller screens. Digital media allows you to watch movies on your phone or MP3 player or various other portable device, and it boggles my mind. Why would you want to spend so much time squinting like that? I once tried watching The Hobbit on a portable screen. I couldn't tell if it was Gollum or just a crumb. People say, oh, it's not that bad. The screen is 5 inches. Yeah, so's my dick, but I wouldn't want to watch a movie on that either. I need at least a Peter North model. I thought long and hard about which porn star dick to use for that joke, and I went with Peter North because of the copious amount of cum he shoots with each load. That guy has a talent. Seriously, he could put out forest fires with his jizz. In fact, I don't know why he's wasting his time in porn and not out there saving lives with his special semen powers. I debated using Ron Jeremy as the punchline, but it seemed too obvious. But he is a bit of a hero of mine, because he's fat. Like, he's the only guy in porn that can get away with being so out of shape, yet be so successful and so awesome. He's the Bunny Carlos of porn. For those who don't get it, Bunny Carlos is the awesome, out-of-shape drummer for Cheap Trick. One of my former coworkers once said, I don't get the big deal about Ron Jeremy. His dick's not that big. Now, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but whenever I've watched porn, I've spent exactly 0 seconds contemplating the size of the guy's dick. 0. It's there, it's just a prop, get to the money shot already. In fact, the smaller the dick, the better, because I suffer from inferiority complex. I've recently got myself back into therapy, which is good. I'm in serious need. And it seems to be working out this time. It's never really worked out in the past. And I think part of the problem is I don't really have the right type of personality. Because in order for therapy to work, you have to be open and honest and really have this well of trust and communication without fear of judgment. Me, I want people to like me, and I will lie and misrepresent myself every chance I get to make sure that happens. I don't want people to think I'm a bad person, least of all my therapist. So I pretend everything's perfect. Yes, I've taken my medication. Yes, I've kept my outbursts under control. No, I have not written any letters to Fox Kids threatening a murderous rampage if I don't get a proper conclusion to Pirates of Dark Water. I knew you'd laugh at that one. Well, if everything's so perfect right now, why are you even coming to therapy? Because I want someone to talk to? Who will reaffirm my absolute awesomeness? I blamed it all on my first therapist. He didn't take my mental problems seriously. I tell him I was suffering paranoid delusions, and he told me it was just all in my head. He just didn't really care about my emotional problems. I said to him, look, I feel really disconnected from the world. I can't share my feelings because I'm not sure what I feel. It's like I've spent so much time of my life building a wall around my heart to keep others out. And now I find myself on the outside as well and don't know how to get back in. He said, that's interesting. Now let's talk about why you haven't gotten a job. Great, I ended up with the male version of my mom as my therapist. Are you even trying to find a job? Have you given any thoughts on going back to school and making something out of yourself? Give up comedy, you're not that funny. Everyone's such a critic.